All right. Hello, everyone. It is me. I'm back. This is Queen Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama in the building, giving you the message for today. Today's message will be for the sign of Virgo. You can view this message if it is in your sun, if it is your ascendant, your rising, or if it simply resonates with you, but particularly those are the aspects that I am focusing on today. The sun and rising in the sign of Virgo. So the cards have already been laid out. For some reason, I usually don't do that, but they are laid out for you today. And I will show you the cards and then we will get into the read. We will get into the message. So the first card that came out was the Hermit, the strongest card. You're definitely in the house, Virgo, today. The second card is the Strength. The third card is the Chariot. The fourth card is the Eight of Swords. The card that, when shuffled, that laid on top of the deck is the Five of Coins. And the card that lays on the bottom of the deck as it was being shuffled was the King of Swords. So let's get started, shall we? With you coming out and being the strongest in the beginning of this read, Virgo, it tells me that you have something that you know you need to do. Okay, you have something that you have reflected on about the reality of your situation, and you are looking at things because you know that everything when it comes to your life has a cause and effect, and that cause and effect is you. You're having an understanding about your thought process and how you are taking accountability, and you are not blaming anything on anybody else. You're mainly focusing on your thoughts and how they make you feel, and you're trying to balance everything out about what you should give and what you should receive to particularly make a move that you need to make in this next chapter of your life. The next card is the Strength. It's saying that you absolutely have the power to do what you want to do, but you're reflecting on things because you don't know how much heat you want to turn up in the kitchen. You don't know how much gas you want to crank up when it comes to turning that burner on the stove. Okay? You're trying to figure out things. You are emotional about what you're going through right now, but you're also trying to suppress those feelings, and you're trying not to think about them too much because you don't want feelings to get in the way with the things that you have to do, because you're already feeling some type of way about what you have to do as it is. Okay, but even though you're making this move, you're strong, you're mighty in your will and your stride and the steps that you want to take, and you're determined to get there no matter what emotions may fall and try to mix into this renewed mindset about you trying to progress and go forward. Okay, don't get distracted by the things that you're thinking about, because you know that if something ends up happening, like we said before, it will be nobody's fault but yours, because you put yourself in this prison. So you have to this mental prison. You also are trying to figure out things, and one of the things that comes to you about trying to figure out everything is that you know you have a lot of things to do, but you don't necessarily know how to do them. It's like you get a pamphlet or a manual and you read all the words and you know how to, enunciate, pronounce the words and all that, but you don't necessarily know what the terms mean with what you're reading. Okay? The top of the deck, when it came to the card, as I said before, is the 5 of coins. You are making this list and you wonder what the end is going to be. You wonder what the results are going to be, even though you have a strategy. You make this list, you look at everything, and even though it is a strategy, you can't help but wonder to yourself sometimes when it comes to making this move. Yes, this is a strategy, but is it a solution? Yes, I know I need to do this, but what if this happens? Well, I'm here to tell you that you know what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you don't know everything. You have the know-how. You have the mind. You're very smart. You're very quick on your feet. You're witty, Virgo. You're sharp, okay? You're going to figure it out. You need to just go ahead and make the steps. You just need to go ahead and make the steps, because those steps are the keys to this door that is waiting to be opened by you. Okay? You can't worry about not having clarity with everything, because that is going to be the thing that causes confusion. You keep thinking about that with all this strength and power and the way that you think about things. Because when you do it in a good way, when you think about things in a good way, it ends up working out for you in ways that you never thought it would. And see, that's the thing. You never thought a lot of things will work out for you, but they did. And in order for those things in the past that have worked out for you, you had to show up and make progress and do it anyway so you can be in the present. And so now you're in the present and you have somewhere that you want to go in the future. Just execute your plan and see what happens, like you always have. So you're not going to be left out in the cold. Even if you, for example, if you were driving around somewhere and you got lost, you will always figure out how to get back home. You're not really lost. You just took the wrong turn. And it's not necessarily wrong. Because say you were supposed to make a right turn and you made a left, eventually you will get back on the main road to get where you need to go, because you have the mind to figure it out. You also have help. You're also not just focusing on the practical, you're focusing on everything. The hermit has a rod in his hand. This rod is yellow. Your thoughts are what backs this action. The reason why you're able to make the moves that you make is because of the way you think, Virgo. You're moving in the right direction. And when you get there, everyone's going to see. You need to stay grounded. Don't let your emotions overtake you where you end up drowning in the situation. You have to do what's necessary. Right now, you can't focus on what your reality is now. You may not know how to do something right now, but do it anyway. That's why you're looking at all the steps right now in more than just a practical sense and more than just a logical sense. You have to look at it in a balanced type of way. That's why you have this strength behind you that you're not really understanding, because this strength is a part of your faith. This strength is a part of that gut feeling. This strength is a part of you being guided to make this move. And you have to renew your mind in a certain way so you can stay on course, so you can stay focused, so you can create the opportunity for yourself that you want in your life. You cannot focus on what you don't know how to do, because you know in your know that you know even though you don't know. And I know you know that this makes sense, Virgo. If you focus on what you don't see right now, what you haven't thought of right now, all you're doing is self-sabotaging yourself. You need to focus on the truth right now of what you do know. You need to focus on the principle and the concepts of faith, that even though you don't know, you can use what you do know. The knowledge that you have, they're just stepping stones. They're building blocks for the foundation of where you're trying to go in the future. But right now, you're in the present. And right now, you have to grip those things. And you have to bring them together. Those opposite forces. The things that you do know and the things that you don't know. And you have to figure out how to make them mesh and work, make those ends meet so you can get where you need to be. Because I keep saying that you may not know something, but you know enough to figure it out. Your mindset should not be, I don't know how to do this. Your mindset should be, I don't know how to do this right now, but I'm going to figure it out. Because you're going to persevere. You're going to have determination. You're going to keep taking that walk. And you're going to do what's necessary to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because Nobody knows how to do it more than you, Virgo. So that's all I have to say, Virgo. This is the message that I have for you. You have free will of what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. I love you, and God loves you too. Peace.